Welcome back to my channel. That's me, Khushi, and in today's video, we are going to make a very different program which is going to take two values and tell which is the greater one. For numbers, for general numbers like 2 and 4, it is very easy. For larger numbers as well, it is okay, we can say. But for decimals, that two decimals with a lot of numbers, it is hard to state which is greater. So that's what we're going to do today. So without any further ado, let's get started. First, we're going to declare two decimals. So decimal A. Let's name them A and B. And now we're going to convert it to decimal to take the input from the user because we want this to work on all sorts of integers. I mean, all sorts of decimals. So convert dot to decimal. So that's done. Now we're going to have some brackets and we are going to take the computer input using console.readline. So console.read and line. So okay. Console.readline. Now let's put another bracket and end the statement here. We're gonna do the same with the next one. So let's just copy this over here and paste the same thing. So first we're gonna just copy this thing and we're gonna paste it right here. But we're gonna just change decimal A into decimal B so that there is a difference. Now we're gonna do the main part of the code, which is quite easy if you understand. So if we're gonna use if right here, if look, we're gonna write A is more than B. This is the case one. We can also use the try and switch blocks right here, but I'm going to use if and else statements. If A is more than B, then the computer should print out thus. Now we're going to write 0 in the bracket has a greater value than 1. Let's put on the quotations over here. 0 and 1 will be representing A and B respectively. So we're going to also write them like A, comma, B. So A will be 0 and B will be 1. So that's for here. Now we're going to declare the else statement to prove out the second one, which is B is greater than A. So else from these curly braces, then it has to print the same thing. So what we're going to do is so we're gonna just okay, we forgot to write console.write line over here, and that's what I thought is missing. So console.write line. So that's for here. Now we're gonna just copy the same thing and print it here. Let's copy and paste. We're going to remove this extra curly brace and instead of A comma B, we're going to make it B comma A right now because the values have been changing here. So B comma A. That's for this, and now let's try to run the code and check we are correct. Check that we're correct or not. So guys, I forgot to add the semicolons at the end. So now I've added that, and now let's run the code to check whether it's correct or not. So first we're going to give out two inputs. Let it be 1.23 and 1.24. Now let's check whether it works or not. there is an error. Let's check. Okay, we just forgot to add another curly brace. Now let's run this because that was the only error left. So 1.24 by 1.23, and let's check. So thus 1.24 has a greater value than 1.2. Now make sure that you know the upper value is for A and the lower value is for B, as A is declared first and B is declared later on. Now let's try with some more with some more numbers which are much more complicated than these. So let's make it 99. Okay, let's make it 89. 89. Let's make it 87 point. Any random number. I'm not checking what I'm typing. Then I'm gonna put 78. No, 87 point. The same amount of digits. And now let's check. Actually, it's very clear for us that 87.749 and so on is the larger one. But to test this is a very good example. So our expectations are working out here. And so yeah, guys, that's all for today's video. If you like the video, just like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and press the notification bell to be updated further. Thank you.